Good morning and welcome to the media launch of the Chef Olrie Academy and the Mentorship Program. My name is Kul Grant Hoshdialik, the Chief Operations Officer of the Grenada Tourism Authority, and it's indeed my pleasure to be here with all of you on this momentous occasion. Let me please recognize our Permanent Secretary, Ms. Natalie Williams from the Ministry of Tourism, the Creative Economy and Culture. At the head table, our very close partner in this initiative, the T.A. Marshall Community College. I'd like to recognize Mrs. Marva Bowen-Neptune, the acting deputy principal, and to her right, the very esteemed Mr. Chef Olrie Roberts, the reason why we are here today. All right, so let's roll on with that. But before I do that, I want to welcome all of you, ladies and gentlemen, the press, the viewers online, those who are listening in. I hope that you also participate actively online on this this launch this morning. Now, our chairman, Mr. Randall Dolan, was unable to be with us today. He was due to travel in yesterday afternoon, and unfortunately, and I know he is probably all teared up about this because this is really one of his babies in terms of the culinary landscape, making sure that we look at the global landscape, how it is that we continue to thrive and grow, in that culinary space. So this morning, apart from being your master of ceremony, I will also be delivering remarks on his behalf. It is with immense pride and joy that I stand before you today to mark the launch of the Chef Olrie Training and Mentorship Academy. This initiative represents not just a new chapter in our culinary and hospitality sector, but also signifies a leap forward in our collective vision for Grenada's tourism and economic development. Chef Olrie's Training and Mentorship Academy is an inspiring example of how dedication to one's craft can translate into substantial contributions to our community. This academy is set to offer invaluable training to the talented students of the T.A. Marshall Community College and NULO, equipping them with the skills needed to excel in the culinary arts, mixology, cake design, and front office customer service. By fostering such talent, we are not only enhancing individual careers, but also strengthening the very fabric of our tourism industry. 2 exceptional students will be given the opportunity of a lifetime: a 1-month internship complete with accommodation, airfare, and a stipend. This experience will not only broaden their horizons, but also allow them to bring back their new perspective and skills to Grenada. Furthermore, participants in the master classes will gain access to top-notch culinary resources and training, ensuring that they are well prepared to contribute to our hospitality sector. As we launch this academy, we are reminded of the profound impact that a well-trained hospitality workforce can have on our destination. The development of our culinary and food tourism market is crucial for Grenada's continued growth as a top-tier destination. By enhancing our local talent, we ensure that visitors experience the warmth, creativity, and excellence that Grenadian hospitality is known for. And I'm sure all of you listening in know exactly what I'm talking about. There's just this deep-rooted, loving, caring aspect that you will get from every Grenadian that you do meet. This initiative is more than just training. It is certainly an investment. And it is about building our human resources and that capacity. As I said, investing in our people is so very important, and preparing them to be the best ambassadors to our beautiful islands. Chef Olrie's return to Grenada is to give back to the next generation of chefs and hospitality students, is a testament to the power of community and the importance of nurturing homegrown talent. And this cannot be understated. You know, sometimes we take so much things for granted, but when we have champions and talent that's out there in the diaspora, out there in the world making their mark, we certainly have to be appreciative and understanding that they too take that ownership and vested interest in coming back and sharing those things with us. His dedication is to pouring into our youth and helping them to realize their potential is a reflection of his commitment to our country's growth, to his country's growth, right? It is through such efforts that we can continue to elevate Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique on the global stage. In addition, I am pleased to announce a fundraising dinner, a Taste of Zaz, that's scheduled for Saturday at the Prickly Bay Marina, so this Saturday on the 27th. You cannot miss this. We can give you all more details a little bit later on in the program. But the proceeds from this event will support the building rig efforts, following Hurricane Beryl, and will also, some of those funds will also go towards the T.A. Marichaud Community College Culinary Department. This experience, this Taste of Zaz experience at the Prickly Bay Marina is a chance for us to come together as community, as Grenadians, as the people who love this destination and our sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, to celebrate our cultural heritage, to celebrate our foods. And of course, we all know that we are going to be delighted with spectacular cocktails and signature dishes from Mr. Chef O over there. And, you know, please make a very, very special effort to attend. Now, the launch of the Chef Olrie Training and Mentorship Academy is a beacon of hope. Hope for you, hope for me, hope for the future, hope for all of these people that we have to look to us as government, as destination. But when we talk about who we are as a people, why we do things, having this beacon that leads and champions and have this light that we need to be able to follow is so very important. And for the youth in particular, you know, this gives them exactly that. Hope. Sometimes we feel locked in a space, you know, and there is a silo with certain things that are happening, and there's only one space in which you can develop. And, you know, this is so very important when it comes to what that beacon of hope would mean for us, as it is a catalyst for our successful future. It embodies not only the spirit of giving back, the importance of education, and the endless possibilities that lies within the youth of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Together, we will continue to build a brighter and more prosperous future, and we certainly thank Chef Olrie and his team for being here with us, because he's not alone, he's actually here. It's an 11-member team that's going to be making this happen. So thank you on behalf of the Tourism Authority, on behalf of our Minister, Honorable Adrian Thomas, who was unable to be here, but I know that he's certainly going to be at the very, very important event on Saturday at the Prickly Bay Marina, where we hope to see all of you. So we ask all of you to please join us in supporting and championing this endeavor. So thank you very much. Now, putting back on the Masters of Ceremonies hat, it now gives me great pleasure to invite to the podium to speak Chef Olrie, but just before I do that, I think it is important I tell you a little about him. Now, the Grenada Tourism Authority is really thrilled about this initiative and this collaboration with this very esteemed individual, Chef Olrie Roberts, a Grenadian native who has made waves in the culinary world, in the culinary space. And after moving to the United States as a teenager, Chef Olrie attended the prestigious Le Cordon Bleu in Boston and honed his skills through internships in Spain. He now owns and manages 3 successful restaurants, the Zanzibar, being the latest addition to his growing Zaz brand. And I actually think that is quite savvy and catchy and modern and dynamic. I kind of like it. So, which means I got to come to Boston, right, and try this food and thing and jam with Mr. Chef O. But one step at a time, we got to make sure that the kids get their education, learning, develop, strengthen, and then we have to put them on this plane to make sure that they do all this internship, etc., etc. All great stuff. So, as I indicated, he is going to be doing a lot of things with us. He's going to be working in partnership with Tia Marisho Community College. He has 11 team members who are going to be doing a various number of things, be it as mixology, be it as cake design, be it as just chefing. So they're going to be very interactive and seem very multifaceted. So, once again, we thank, Chef O. And of course, the launch of this Chef Olrie Academy and mentorship program is very, very important for the next step for Grenada, and of course, Grenada on the culinary scene as culinary tourism continues to take center stage with our strategic direction. So with no further ado, I would like to invite Chef O to deliver some remarks.
Morning. Is it morning? I don't know what time it is. Hello, everyone. It's definitely an honor to be here. This is my homeland. I pretty much born and raised, went to primary school, from primary school, secondary school, everything. Being able to come back to this home is an honor for me. Obviously, Heinz is my primary school, GBSS secondary school. When there, I forgot how many subjects I got at this point, but it was a great time, great memory in this country, and I left here at 19 years old. For me, there's so many different pinnacles. I've done a lot in the U.S. I think it was mentioned, culinary school. I did the Cordon Bleu program, a 2-year program. I lived in Spain, which was one of my highlights in the culinary passage for me, is being in Spain and being able to meet some really cool chefs and friends in that country that opened my eyes to ownership. Initially, when I started this whole journey, I wanted to just be a catering chef. Actually, initially I was going to be a pastry chef. Then I said, okay, I want to do catering, and my time in Spain really opened my eyes to meeting some cool folks that I became really good friends with that owned their own restaurants. And 2 of my good friends at the time, each of them owned like 2 restaurants between them. And so it really allowed me to see ownership perspective on how to, take it to the next step. The journey is always, you go through different layers of the journey when you own it. And for me, the Zaz brand, the Z came from my 2 older kids, Zaria and Zaylin. So I wanted to open a restaurant that exemplify like my food passion, but also I want to have my kids' name be a part of the brand. And so threw around a lot of different names, and the name that stuck was Zaz. And so we've been in Boston this is our 12th year. Prior to that, I've worked in about 3 other establishments for about 7 years. And so my culinary experience is pretty much about 18 years I've been doing this whole culinary journey. I do always, just to mention, I always wear glasses, so every picture you see of me online, everywhere else, I have glasses on. There's a story behind that. I used to be an iron worker before I became a chef. So I was a metal worker, and I had an injury in my eye. So it became where I needed to wear glasses for the lights, sensitive to light, and it became my look, and everyone thinks I'm being cool, but I actually have to wear glasses. So that's the glasses story. So I know you asked me to take it off, so that's the whole glasses story. But yeah, so just being able to, live in Boston, doing the space of cooking. We've done a lot in Boston. I've done a few different things in my life, but what I've said recently to my team is, I don't want to empty my tank in a country that I'm not from. you know what I'm saying? And I'm not from the US, I'm from Grenada. So I always in my mind knew I wanted to either open a restaurant in my country or to do something in my country. And then this opportunity came about with GTA, and the family came to Boston with the ribbon cutting, JetBlue, and Christine and the team was amazing. Shania team was amazing. That I got to meet Petra and the whole crew, and just the whole experience. You know, Renee, all you guys are being really like super amazing to us, and I really appreciate it. But just being in Boston, I've cooked in different settings. I've been honored to open the first Black restaurant in a building, in a state building that's never been done before, in the City Hall building, and that really opened a lot of eyes to what I do as a chef. My forte is Caribbean Asian fusion, so I do a lot of different techniques. One of my mentors from Thailand, so she taught me a lot of Thai techniques. She also does like sushi and stuff. So I wanted to learn different forms of food. One of my favorite foods are Asian foods. So I wanted to perfect that art. So if you notice this weekend, hopefully everyone will be there this Saturday, you're gonna taste a lot of Asian influence cuisine or meals, a lot of spices we use and so forth. So there's different mentors on my journey that really opened my eyes to, like I said, the Spain experience allowed me to learn like Latin flavors and Spanish flavors. Then my Chef Ming showed me like the Thai influence. Chef Dave, one of the first guy that gave me an opportunity to cook in a restaurant. That was more Italian based, but American as well influence. So all my journey, as I've created my own recipes, my own spices, we actually have our own sauces that we will launch in a few months rather. We're going to showcase all the journey of the mentorships, the people that's really encouraged me and helped me in this whole culinary journey. And so I wanted to pay it forward to even give back to my homeland and the stuff that I was trained and taught to be able to teach the youths at TMR Show and kind of bring all the things that I've learned. Is an honor to me. We've loaded up FedEx with a lot of stuff for the school. We have a lot of gifts for the school that we hopefully we get to give back, and also some stuff for Carrico and PT Malik as well. But just my whole opportunity to be here, my brother Jungle here is with me. Looking forward to the team getting here in a few hours. Looking forward to you guys meeting the team. But of all my experiences with, whether it's cooking for athletes, professional athletes, or entertainers, I've been a private chef for different entertainers and stuff. I'm not going to name drop because it's not what it's all about, but we've done a lot of cooking in a lot of spaces. And I'm super honored. I feel like I've had a lot of high points, but being able to come back home and do this is the highest. I'm not just saying that because I'm here. I really feel that way. And so I'm going to give it my 1,000%. My team was yelling at me this morning. They called me on the airport because they were packing so we do a lot of homemade sauces, and I had them bring some sauces in the suitcase. And they were like, hey, these fees to put these on the bags was an arm and a leg. But I said, this is worth it. I want to make sure my people taste how we do it in Boston. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be looking forward to Saturday. Looking forward to being able to showcase what we do. A snippet. There's a lot that I do, but we're going to try to create, some really cool flavors for you guys, and just enjoy the time while we're here. And again, I'm super grateful. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all you guys are doing for us while we're here. All the accommodations, all the drivers, everyone has been really amazing to us. So I'm just grateful for all of it. So thank you guys.
Thank you so very much, Chef. I don't think I can't say anything other than that after he says all of that, right? But this initiative is truly amazing, remarkable, and the plans that Chef O has for Grenada and Grenada's youth, mind-bending. But we thank him so very much, and we look forward to continue to working with you and for that commitment and that love and obviously that passion that you have for food. Say food is for the soul, right? All right, so we'll take that. Without any further ado, I now gives me great pleasure to invite to the podium Miss Marva Neptune Bowen. And I'd just like to share with you that, we've had a very long partnership, collaboration, maybe even a sister agency sort of friendship with the TAMCC Tourism and Hospitality Arts Department for quite some time. We actually have a MOU that was signed with them in 2020 that supports that efforts to develop, to look at research, to look at other initiatives. How do we look at doing lectures and trainings, initiatives like these? How do we incorporate and support the efforts in order for us to build the youth, to build a product? Because the product Grenada is really the people Grenada. And if the people Grenada are ready, we will continue to shine on that world stage. So, we thank, continuing to build this collaboration, the knowledge sharing, and the other opportunities that come from time to time. People like, Natifa Jerome, Melissa John, all of those people have been strong supporters and collaborators. And we want to really, really thank Mrs. Marva Bowen Neptune, who is the acting deputy principal, for being with us today and to continue that really strong relationship. So without further ado, Mrs. Neptune.
So, pleasant good morning to everyone. I'll speak on the protocol already established, but I want to recognize PS for being here today and members of the head table. I was having a little chat with him and I'm very impressed with what I'm hearing so far. And of course, to you, Ms. Hashialik. I always careful with this name. It's not an easy name to pronounce, but I think I got it right this morning, right? So thank you very much. And I just want to say on behalf of the leadership of the team, Marisho Community College, welcome to I was asking Olrie, Mr. Roberts, how you say that name, because I didn't want to butcher the name, and he says Zaz, and I heard him say it, so I want to welcome the Grenada Tourism Authority and Zaz team to the TM Marisho Community College. Of course, we are honored to host you for these exciting events and training sessions that you would be having, and today marks really a significant moment for our institution, for the GTA and for ZAZ as we embark on this collaborative journey with one of the most esteemed chefs. And I'm very, very proud to say esteemed chef. And every time a Grenadian makes it out there, it's really something for us to praise and to honor, because it's not easy. You're competing with thousands or millions, because we only like 110 probably strong, and then you out there in the United States, it's about over 200 million, thereabout. And so it's quite an achievement, it's one not to be taken lightly. So I want to commend you, and I want to thank the GTA for always looking out for TAMCC and for our students as well. Chef Robert, your remarkable journey, I'm sure from when I read it was from a welder to become a renowned chef, is truly inspiring, and I want to let you know that. Growing up in Grenada, of course, and moving to the US, is as a teenager, I'm sure you would have faced a lot of challenges, numerous challenges, and that is to give our own young people here at the TM Marisho Community College hope. Your story really is a testament to the power of perseverance and passion, and one thing that we must keep in mind: hard work. You must work hard. I'm sure he didn't just opportunity didn't just fall in his lap, but he had to work hard. And so I want to remind us that hard work also will equal success. your dedication to the culinary arts and commitment to sharing your expertise with our students. Of course, that's commendable. We are thrilled to have you here to share your knowledge and experience with our hospitality students as a young Grenadian entrepreneur, also with your team. We are grateful for the collaboration with the GTA, and this is not something new we have been doing. Ms. Hoshialik would have shared this before, Mrs. Hoshialik would have shared this before, all the wonderful things we have been doing together with our students and the GTA. So, everything that is happening here aligns perfectly with our mission to provide exceptional learning opportunities for students. One of the things that we normally have to keep in mind is, and a question that we normally will have to ask, are our programs aligned to the needs of the local industry? And that's an opportunity to align what we do here to the needs of the local market, and not just local. We are thinking regional and international as a tourism country. So we are indeed grateful. And as we have been discussing, one of our strategic goals, we recently discussed that at our strategic meeting, is student mastery and success. And I think this lines up well with that. So over the next few days, our students would have this privilege of participating in master classes, mixology, cake making, I think I read, and front of house management, and these will only serve them very well. We are particularly excited about your award that our students will receive. And I think I heard you say 2 students. So we are excited about that. And I think it would be 2 deserving students would get the chance to gain invaluable experience at Zaz Bar in Boston. And I think we should give that a round of applause, because this initiative will support our students' development and promotes the rich cultural heritage of our local spices, our local produce on an international stage. Imagine that. I went someplace and I heard that the Grenadian spices actually was the best. Something about the spices from Grenada is the best. And this is just a little rock in the Caribbean. When you look at the map, you can barely see this island. So imagine we having some of the best spices. And the spices that we have is not the spices that just use here locally. It's in all foods. I am safe, chef, to say that. All foods, your little cinnamon and ginger and all these things like that. So we have a lot to be grateful for. So on behalf of the T.A. Marischal College leadership, I would like to express deepest gratitude to the GTA and to you, Chef Roberts, and your team for your generosity and vision. We deeply appreciate your commitment to education, because that's what it's all about, and the practical aspect of education, because it's not just what you absorb in the material. You have to bring that practical approach to it, and that's where it come alive when you taste. And I heard about an event on Saturday, and that's what it is all about. So we deeply appreciate your commitment to this education and your investment of your time and your resources in our students. GTA, we are so grateful. You continue to look out for us as a very, very important partner in education, and we are thankful for that. Furthermore, I would like to thank you for always putting TAMCC on the map. And we are remembered for not so many good things at times, but we need to sing our praises when we are remembered for very good things. And lots of good things are happening at TAMCC. Sometimes we just remember the bad, but our students do very well. And I just want to take a moment to say that we have 3 students who have been accepted to go to MIT. Do you know what MIT is? One of the most prestigious universities in the world. And so we have one who's going to start this year, and then we have one already there. I think two are going to start this year. So again, these are good stuff, and we were told, yeah, it's not, you hear students going to Yale and Harvard and MIT. That's really good stuff, because you tend to look down on what we have, not realizing it's a gem, not realizing the quality with all our challenges, the quality of education here. It's really, really at a very high level. And we have to understand and embrace that. And a lot of times we don't. We always like to dog ourselves and think we're not good enough, but we are good enough. When we go away, like you did, Chef, we do make a name for ourselves. And even, history book, it could tell you men like Marcus Garvey and even Malcolm X's mom, who is Grenadian, who was a Grenadian, she would have instilled something West Indian in Malcolm X that made him such a renowned orator and freedom fighter and all these things. So I think we need to be proud of ourselves, need to be proud of what we do here at TAMCC. A lot of times we think everything else is better. And I'm sure your food really, really competes with the best out there, and that's why you are doing so well. So to our students and participants, I encourage you to take full advantage of this incredible opportunity, engage in the activity, ask questions, absorb the knowledge. Listen, I want to share a little secret. Every time you get an opportunity to grow and learn, take it. You just never know where you're going to end up. You just never know who you're going to meet and who you can align with. And those who will be getting the opportunity to go off to Boston, make Grenada proud. So thank you, Chef, and your team. Thank you, GTA. And I want to just say good luck to everyone and all the best with all your endeavors on behalf of the college.
Thank you very much, Marva. Wasn't that a resounding success all around? You can see, right? Everybody is working so hard to make things possible for the youth on different levels, and I think it's so very, very important. With that being said, it is the time now for us to bring the curtains down. So I would like to call to do the vote of thanks, Miss Renee Goodwin, and she is the marketing executive at the Grenada Tourism Authority.
Hello, everybody. I am going to keep it brief, if you can believe that. I would very much like to extend our deepest thanks to quite a few people. Firstly, our PS, Natalie Williams. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. It really means a lot to us. We know you're a very busy lady. So yeah, we greatly appreciate you being here. I would like to thank our head table, especially Chef. It's really incredible. What you're going to be doing here is incredible, and I think it's really going to make a difference for a lot of people. It's extremely important, and I think it's amazing. So thank you so much for coming up with this concept, for being here, for executing everything. It's going to be so fantastic. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Marva. Your remarks were very inspiring. I don't know if you guys saw me, but I was back there just like, yes. I really, really like a lot of what you guys said about, the future and moving forward. And, we are good enough, that especially. I really, really liked all of that. So thank you so much. Thank you to TAMCC and all of the instructors and the faculty that have been helping us along the way and that are going to be there throughout this process. Thank you guys so much. They are right there. Thank you guys. I would also like to thank our sponsors and partners for this initiative. We have Sol Petroleum on board with us, Rotary Club, Prickly Bay, of course, Westerhall Rums, Spice Isle Coffee even, who was here. The iced coffee was excellent. So we want to thank them very much for their commitment to this project. And of course, I would love to thank the media. Thank you all for taking the time to be here. We really appreciate it. And our viewers out there as well. And that literally brings us to the end of our program for today. So thank you all very much for being here. In lieu of a question and answer session, we are going to invite you guys to do some interviews with Chef afterward. So that is where we're at in the point in the day. I hope you all have a wonderful day and an even better rest of your week. And thank you so much for everything.
Rennie didn't thank herself, so we'll thank Rennie.